Hey guys, in this video I'm gonna try to repair and straighten these two hydraulic jacks because you can see that this one it is visible how damaged it is, and I'm gonna talk about it a little bit later. I'm gonna explain what is going on with this one first. Basically it has the same bend like the other one, but it is way smaller, and you can see that this arm that is the lifting the car, actually it hits the side panel, so there is this gap over here, and on this side is almost no gap at all, so I'm guessing that the side plates have bent. Actually, I tried the other night to just loosen the main bolts that support the jack, which is this point over here. We have this nut that holds it, this nut over here that holds the arm for the lifting, and in the back we have the bolt that supports the hydraulics. So what I found was that in the middle section there was a slight bend, and this thing that fixes the nut to the bolt and keeps it from getting loose was bent, and that led to creating a small gap between the arm and the side plate, and then the bolt came out of its place, and that's why this jack was bent. As you can see, there is a slight movement, but anyway, so it didn't work. So I'm guessing that these plates, as I mentioned, are bent, and I'm gonna try to disassemble the whole jack and straighten them a bit to divide this gap over here in the two sides, not only in the one side of the arm. And I now realize that I'm gonna just raise it a bit to show you what is the problem. You can see that it is sideways, is not centered, so when I let it down, you can see that hits a bit and then falls into place, and when it is under load beneath the car and the car is on top and I try to lower it, that becomes an issue. So this bend also creates a danger because the jack is way too loose now, and it can be bent from the weight of the car, actually. So I'm gonna try and get rid of that. As for this one, this is a bit older, and actually I'm not to be blamed for this. I lent it to a friend who didn't consider that this may happen, and fortunately there were no other casualties except the jack. The car was fine, he was fine, nobody was under car when this happened, so everything is okay except the jack itself. And actually in the past I have bent this not like this, just a little bit, so I had to get rid of the bends and straighten it once, and I could do that now as well, but I don't want that. It has been sitting like this for almost a year now, because I want to take the parts out of it and make a completely new jack. I'm gonna use some of the parts, including the main part of the jack, which is this cylinder, and I'm gonna use this pile of scrap metal to assemble something. But for now, there were three possibilities. When it comes to this jack, I could just straighten it. I can take it apart and get rid of these bends and just make everything straight and in working order. and leave it like that and just use it, but I don't want that. The second option for me is to reinforce it, the same construction. I'm just gonna add a bit of strength to it through some more thick metal than the existing one. And the third option, as I mentioned, I'm gonna just try and rebuild it from scratch, and I'm gonna use the wheels and stuff like that. So I'm curious to see what is gonna happen, if I'm gonna be able to make something that is gonna worth my effort. So I'm gonna leave this one for now. I'm gonna start with the one that needs just to be straightened, and I'm gonna quickly disassemble it. As you can see, the bend is not colossal, it's just a little bit bent on the side, so I'm gonna try my best to fix it, and then we are gonna proceed and deal with this one. So let's try and fix this one. Nope, it didn't work. I put all of my effort on this plate on this side, and I'm gonna try my best to show you that you see this side is already straight as arrow, but this side I decided that it didn't need much of attention. I just tried to straighten it a bit, but obviously my problem is over here. As you can see, the gap is still substantial, so now I'm gonna just take this plate out again and give it a few adjustment shots, and I'm gonna try to fix it. So probably it is gonna work as it is, but I want to try and make it a little bit better. So one more try. Well guys, this is as close as perfect I can get it. Now I'm gonna try and lift it. It sits in the middle now, and even when I try and push it aside, it doesn't hit the sides anymore. And when I center it, there is no play. Even when I try only one of the sides, now it is stable and everything is tightened. Look at this. I don't know if you can see this. I'm trying my best over here, but just like that. And again, it's sitting in the middle, like that. So I think that my work with this one is done, so I'm gonna add these plastic holders for the lever. I'm gonna add this little plate, the handle, and now it's ready to work. So I'm happy with the result. It is gonna be okay, at least for now. I'm gonna try it and we will see how long it is gonna last.